Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
welcoming you to our virtual Six in the City.
That's
Cassandra
right.
Fuller fell in love with the format last week. I heard you say that it was the first show on which you'd been able to talk as much as you wanted.
It was. I don't know who told you that, but it was.
Well, the word was out. They said you were smiling all the way through the show, and I said, "What's into her? She's getting to talk for the first time."
That's right.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you as well. I'm excited for today's show. We got a
Yeah, we
lot
got
of
a lot of
guests.
people lined up. You got the list. Run down who's on the show.
I do. I do. We have Julie Daniels with the Jackson Chamber. She's going to be on the show talking to us. And then we also have Jackie Utley. There's a special ceremony coming up. The West Tennessee Veterans Coalition is placing flags on the veterans' graves. And Jackie will be telling us a little bit more about that. And our favorites, Lori Collins and Patty Simpson with Redemption Road Rescue. They are on the show today, and I think they might even have a sweet little animal with them.
Yeah, I think I saw Lori out there actually on the site.
I think so. And then we have Beth Kaufman, who will be on the show talking about today's event, which is Give Back 731. And then we want to mention that it is Drinking Water Week. So we are celebrating our drinking water and JEA's clean, safe, reliable tap water. And then who's the entertainment for today, Steve?
Yes, absolutely. We're delighted to have these guys. They're from Nashville and parts unknown. Skyelor Anderson and Colton Parker are with us. So we're really looking forward to their performance. So we'll have an opportunity to talk with them, catch up with them, and to find out what's going on in their careers. So all that's happening on this Six in the City.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we use EPlus broadband at both of our locations. We use digital x-rays at both of our offices, and we need the high-speed access to be able to submit all of our x-rays electronically for the insurance companies. Installation was simple. We experienced little to no downtime. I would highly recommend EPlus broadband to anyone in the commercial market. The reliability is second to none, and the service is the best.
JA's Customer Center on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive now has a drive-through payment kiosk. No more getting out of the car, waiting in teller lines to pay your utility bill. The separate entrance allows for easy access, and the covered kiosk and step-by-step screen prompts guide you through the payment process. Cash, check, credit, or debit card. Credit to your account is immediate. A printed confirmation receipt is provided. Another step in service to customers, all a part of JEA Today.
Where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of West Tennessee. Every day, people walk through these doors to selflessly help others, to give without expecting anything in return. So where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of Lifeline, our community's blood bank, where we all come together to help each other, and the American spirit thrives.
Ask what you can do for your country.
Welcome back to our virtual Six in the City. Steve Bowers with you, along with
Cassandra Fuller.
And we are welcoming our first guest of the show, and that is Julie Daniels with the Chamber. Julie, it's so good to see you.
Great to see you too. Thank you so much for having us on.
How has all this affected the work of the Chamber, Julie?
Well, we've actually had to change strategies a bit, and we've worked extra hard to try to make sure we get all the information together that the businesses need and try to help businesses have the tools that they need to work during this pandemic.
What have they been looking to you to do?
Well, what we did is we put together a new website called Forward Together. We're calling it a microsite, and it's called Forward Together. It's jacksonforwardtogether.com, and you can find it off of the jacksontn.com site. And we keep that updated daily with small business resources, local news updates, takeout curbside businesses, remote working tools, and things like that, health updates. So it's been busy.
Okay, see that. Well, you usually talk about all the events that the Chamber has coming up. So is there anything on the Chamber calendar right now?
There actually are a few things, virtual events, of course. So we kind of switched gears, and pivot was the word I kept hearing. We pivoted and put some events online virtually. One thing we started doing was we had the Spark event series that was once a month with the co, and it would be at breakfast time. We changed that, pivoted that to Spark Plugs, which is short little 30-minute sessions that we would do on Facebook Live with different folks around the community, business leaders that would talk about the different types of things that were available for businesses, be it loans, be it remote working tools, and how to, better access the internet. There were a lot of really cool. We're still actually going to keep doing those. I've got one again set up for Thursday for that at 3 o'clock on Facebook Live with the Co.
Are those, Julie, are those just for members only, or are they for anybody?
They're for anybody. I'm glad you said that, because we do have them on Facebook Live, so anybody can see them. Anybody can ask questions and be a part. And that's one thing we've tried to do a little more of, is open up to everybody. I mean, this is a community-wide thing, so we want to help everybody, help every business that we can help as well.
Julie, are these done each week now? Is that what you're doing, or?
Well, it is something we're doing. We're doing them on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3. Now we've decided this week we would start just doing Thursdays.
Okay.
So we don't quite have everything narrowed down for this Thursday, because you know how things change so rapidly. between the PPP and the EIDL and all those programs, the different grant programs, we try to keep people informed on those things as well.
Well, yeah, when you have the mayors in these briefings saying, well, now this is what we're going to do today.
Yeah.
And understand it could change tomorrow. That if the mayors are saying that, then you can understand why the rest of us can be somewhat confused with what's happening out there.
Exactly. And we do
How
have
far in advance do you schedule these, Julie, as far as the topic? Or?
That's the thing, and I'm not as involved with that. We do have a team between the Co and a few folks here at the chamber. They were scheduling a few of them as far ahead as a week when they could, and then something changed. Matter of fact, we had to do a readjustment when the PPP ran out of money a few weeks ago. They had some people were going to talk about all that, so we had to readjust and do something different next week.
Kind of have to stay flexible during this time, because you never know what's going to come up or what's going to be needed for that.
Exactly. Everybody does. So, and we've also got a new event that's come out of this too, as well. And it's called Music and Chill, and it's tonight. So it's a virtual event, of course. And it's going to be with Lolo tonight she'll be performing at the Old Town Spaghetti Store. We will have it on Facebook Live. The cool thing about that is we're trying to help nonprofits, and it's from 6 to 7, and you can go online and find out more with our Music and Chill Jackson TN Facebook page, and you can find out how. There's a link there as to how to donate to the charities during that time, and it's sponsored by Haltom. Is it Haltom or Haltom Home Team? I think it's Haltom.
Haltom. And you said we need to go to our Music and Chill Facebook page?
There's a Music and Chill Facebook page.
Music and Chill Facebook page of the chamber. Okay.
Yeah. And also you all are going to be streaming that live, I believe, and have it on television.
We're carrying on EPlus TV6.
On EPlus, yeah.
6 o'clock tonight. Are those happening every week, Julie?
We are planning on keeping that up.
Okay, every Tuesday. All right.
Every Tuesday.
Just into that and TP6 as well, then on Tuesday evening. That's exciting.
That's an
opportunity to hear some really good local music.
Yeah, it really, really is. It's going to be a cool thing. We plan on continuing that once we're even past, hoping we get past this COVID-19 coronavirus stuff, sometime in the next month or two, but I understand that may be with us for a while. But we plan to continue this, and it's a great way to sit at home, get some takeout food, chill out, watch some folks, and either donate to the artist. But this time Lolo, which I thought was awesome, is going to have all her donations go to the charities, to the Give Back 731.
The Give Back 731. What a great thing. It's going to be fun.
That's great. Just, well, for these folks too, I mean, all these venues have been shut down or restricted as to what they could do. So it gives them an opportunity to stay in the saddle, so to speak, and continue to work.
You can have
it's really good to have you with us. They've given us the cue that we need to get out of here.
Yeah, we gotta get.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
So very much. Continued best to you and
thanks, Julie.
all folks in the chamber. Thanks a lot. We'll be back with more as we continue this 6 in the City.
Tune to the Travel Channel. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control. Set up OnePass for the Warriors. Catch all the action with the power of voice control.
Jackson Jackson, Tennessee, established in 1822, began getting utility services in the late 1800s. But utility history hit its stride in 1959 when the separate utilities were combined into one city-owned company, the Jackson Utility Division. That company is the foundation of all the utility services we have today. A history of serving citizens, life quality, economic development in Jackson, Tennessee, a 60th anniversary. That's JEA today.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
So do you have?
Welcome back to Chicks in the City, and Steve Bowers with you, along with
Cassandra Fuller.
and a very special guest of ours, Jackie Utley with the Daughters of the American Revolution. How you doing, Jackie?
I'm doing great. How about you?
We're doing well as far as I know, at least at our house we are. I'll let Fuller speak for herself and her crew out there.
All is good out here.
Yeah.
That's great.
By the way, Cassandra Fuller's got art on display that her sister does in beeswax, and she has done a show in Huntington at the Dixie, and that artwork's still available. So get with Cassandra Fuller and her agent, and she'll sell it to you.
Great.
Well, I know we're entering a special time of year, and it's kind of been an odd mix. I know for the DAR and for everybody else, because
Oh yeah.
DAR is a very active group, works with the library every month and everything else. So we kind of had things on hold. So we're heading into the month of May now and moving toward Memorial Day. So what's coming up, Jackie?
Coming up the weekend of Memorial Day, which will be the last weekend in May, we are trying to coordinate the placement of flags on veterans' graves in local cemeteries.
Okay.
And the VFW Post 6496 has purchased hundreds of flags, so they will give them away free. And we're just encouraging groups to come and get them and disperse and put them out.
Jackie, how do we get the
Excuse me. How do you what?
how do we get the flags?
We will be at Ridgecrest Cemetery at 8 o'clock on Saturday, May 23rd. We're asking that people keep social distancing and not all huddle around. Just come and maybe send one representative from each group to get however many flags you need. Mask would be requested. And then the people who come from various civic organizations, veterans organizations, Girl Scouts, church groups, whatever, that want to decorate and put flags out on the graves, then they'll go and to the cemetery of their choosing. And if you're interested in doing this, it would help if we knew that, to expect you. So you can call Tom Buck, who is the post commander of 6496. And I'm going to have to look up his phone number, 614-404-4995. Or you can get in touch with me. My phone number is 731-293-5055. Or my email is jutley@gmail.com.
And that's JUTLEY.
That's correct. JUTLEYDAR@gmail.com. That way we'll kind of have an idea of how many groups are going to be coming and how many flags we need to have on hand. And then once Memorial Day is over, Memorial Day, of course, will be that Monday, which is May 25th. Then on Tuesday, the 26th, we request that anyone who put a flag on a veteran's grave go back and remove it from the grave. That way, the cemetery associations don't have to fight with flags and as they're trying to mow. So
Well, and with all the winds we've been having.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Jackie, how do you find out what veterans are buried in these cemeteries? Are those specific records available, or how do people know?
A lot of people a lot of the veterans' graves are marked with veterans markers.
Okay.
And then, of course, if someone in your family is a veteran and doesn't have a marker, of course, you'll know where their grave is. And you probably know where your relatives who are veterans are buried. So we kind of depend on each group to figure out where the graves are and where to put the flags.
each cemetery have official representatives, or would it just be independent groups that pick a cemetery to place?
Usually it's just the groups pick a cemetery. I know the VFW 6496 usually does Ridgecrest, American Legion Post 12, and I think VFW, I think it's 1848 out of North Highland. I believe they're going to try to do Highland Memorial.
Okay.
Our DAR chapter always does the Bemis Cemetery because several of our members' families grew up in Bemis and their relatives are there. But that leaves Hollywood Cemetery and a lot of small church cemeteries that we don't know are being covered. So we'd love to know, which cemeteries are being covered and which groups are doing it. So that's why we ask that you contact us to let us know.
And Jackie, these flags are free for anybody who wants to.
They are free. The VFW has made a massive purchase of flags. So if you'll show up, we will give you flags to put out on veterans' graves.
That's at Ridgecrest Cemetery. That will be Saturday, the 23rd, prior to the Memorial Day on the 25th. And you'll start the distribution at what time, Jackie?
8 a.m., 8 in the morning. That way it's not going to be horribly hot, we hope, so that people can get these put out and then get back in the cool before it gets too horrible.
We hope you have a good weather day. Well, thank you for being with us, Jackie. Appreciate that effort.
Thanks so much, Jackie.
Thank you.
We're delighted to have these guys. I think they're hanging around in Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to catch up with them a little bit later, but we welcome Skyelor Anderson and Colton Parker. Guys, take it away.
Some slow on the radio, man, that console between us, and you should have seen us. I done flipping on the porch light, I'm peeking through the kitchen bar, you checking your list in between kids. We fell like stars in that little past curfew dawn. You had cherry cola lips and we shared drinks, cigarettes, talking about how we show them all someday. Sitting in a driveway. Yeah. Oh, not a thing on the radio, no heart thrown on the wind, no ears, no dancing shadows. Sure felt like the world was ending when you said that you had to go in. Oh, see you later. We broke our heart, and that never got to get away. You cried and I played tough, and we learned a little more about love. That night in a pouring down rain, sitting in a driveway. Sitting in a driveway. Yeah, we were crying, laughing, loving, learning, praying, begging, healing, hurting, trying to stop the world from turning. We were sitting in a driveway. Sitting in a driveway. We felt like stars in that little past curfew dark. You had cherry cola lips and we shared drinks, cigarettes, talking about how we show them all someday. Sitting in the driveway. Sitting in a driveway. Sitting in a driveway. Yeah.
With EPlus broadband and watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit watchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Welcome back to Six of the City. Steve Powers with you, along with
Cassandra Fuller.
And very special guest, Lori Collins is with us, live and direct from Redemption Road Rescue. And of course, Patty Simpson is with us, one of the key volunteers and fundraisers and everything else for this organization. Ladies, good to have you with us.
It's good to be here.
And
Lori,
Lori, you say
with all your babies back there.
Yeah, we can see you staying busy, it looks like, Lori.
Absolutely. This is every day, all day.
Okay. Patty, you were saying you've taken in how many animals so far? Just horses and donkeys so far?
57 since the first of the year.
Okay.
And we added 16 sheep on Friday. And as it's raining, you won't get to see the mammoth cow that we got.
Okay.
You got a cow.
Or at the shoulder.
I'm glad we're not raising elephants anywhere in West Tennessee.
Me too.
Me too.
We know where they would wind up. How has all of this affected your work? I know it's been a disruptive thing as far as fundraisers and everything else. So what's going on, Lori or Pat?
It has been a bit of a disruptor, but the work at the farm stays the same for us. The animals have to be fed, they have to be taken care of. We've taken precautions to limit the volume of people that are here at a time. Our volunteers are taking shifts and splitting up shifts and trying not to have too many here working at a time. So it definitely hinders us a little bit, but it's all going to be good.
Are you taking any new volunteers in, Lori?
We are not taking new volunteers at this time. We've got several volunteers working with us now, but some of them have even stepped back a little bit because of the coronavirus. And so we're just kind of got our volunteer program on hold right now.
Okay, great.
Patty, I know you head up a lot of the fundraising and everything else. What's going on? Are y'all on the list today for 731 Give Back?
Certainly are.
Okay.
Giveback731.org, and you can search and just type red and it'll bring us up.
Okay.
And Lord, you had said you guys had taken in quite a few animals from a horde situation. This was on, so you guys have quite a few more animals with you.
We did. Actually, Friday, we took in 43 from Lincoln County hoarder case. And then we took in 5 from another property on the same day. So that brought our numbers up quite a bit. As you can see some of these in here, I don't know if you can see this right here, but they're just extremely emaciated. This is her top line. And not only is she emaciated, she's in full. She was pregnant. So many of these, our numbers could double within a month or two. So, when you take in so many pregnant ones, it can be an issue. There's 20 of the miniature equine there's 18 of them are mares and 2 of them were studs.
Oh, wow.
So the studs may have been busy.
Do the math.
Yeah.
If I ever get into your business, Lori, I'm going to just do a mule rescue. All I'm going to do.
There you go. We wouldn't have to worry about it.
Don't have to worry about all of that. These came to you under what circumstance, Lori?
The 43 that came out of Lincoln County, it was a hoarder cruelty case. The woman is they arrested her. This has been several times that she's done this, and this time they took all the animals. There was over 100 animals on the property, but we ended up with 43. dogs,
How in the
cats,
world, as a
birds.
fundraiser and everything else, how can you prepare for a sudden doubling in your inventory?
We have absolutely amazing followers. And of course, we're hoping to get a lot of support through the Give Back 731. But we also posted it on Facebook, and that's been very active. And we unfortunately had to give up our open house that we do every spring, which usually, allows people to get to know us and brings in quite a bit of money. We've also our golf tournament, which was going to be in July, and it's probably going to be, we're hoping it'll be towards the end of August.
Okay.
Okay, just postponed. Okay, sounds good.
So that will, how soon will you start trying to reschedule these, Patty?
Right now, we've got it penciled in for August 17th for the golf. A lot of that will depend on what happens. If people are sensible and social distance, then maybe we can do it. But if we get shut down again, we'll have to see.
So we know that today is Give Back 731, and Redemption Road Rescue is definitely on that list of nonprofits. But what about after today, when that's not available? Or where are the other avenues that people can donate, make a monetary donation?
The best way usually is through Facebook.
Okay.
Because we have donate buttons on our post, but they can also go to our website, www.redemptionroadrescue.com, and see a lot of information, and there's always donate buttons on that.
I don't know who is responsible, but I love all the videos that are done on the Facebook page and on your website. So it makes me,
Lori,
I would have a whole barnyard if I could.
Lori, it looks like as if you have a new friend there.
Yeah, this little donkey does not understand the whole social distancing thing. I think she would be up in my lap if I was on that side of the fence with her.
Okay, well, great.
Looking for some love.
Yeah.
It's so good to see you both. Appreciate all the work you're doing.
So
Lori and Patty, thank you so very much.
It's great to be here. You guys have a safe day.
Yeah, you do
You
the
too.
same.
Appreciate what you ladies do.
Rescue, and I like your friend.
Thank you.
Nashville, Tennessee. We welcome once again Skyelor Anderson and Colton Parker.
Seems like a yesterday was our first day. Got a little mad cause I ran a little late, but I made you smile when I opened up the door to that car. Yeah, we hit it off, it was meant to be. The night was the beginning of you and me, but during those high school curfews, I had to take you home. Oh, but on the way back, we had the good time feeling from the song we were singing. It was so laid back. Yeah, you were in my hands, those 10 leather seats laid all the way back. And that red Nova Chevy that I borrowed from my daddy was supposed to be on our way back, but you couldn't tell that. Oh, all the way back. Oh, yeah. Parked in a driveway with no headlights, headed free falling on a Friday night. Running down the drain was your favorite song. When you slid over on that open seat, I remember praying your parents asleep, soaking up time till the porch light came on. Oh, but all the way back, we had the good time feeling from the song we were singing. It was so laid back. Yeah, you were in my hands, those 10 leather seats lit all the way back. In that red Nova Chevy that I borrowed from my daddy, you're supposed to be on our way back, but you couldn't tell that. Oh, but all the way back. Ooh, all the way back. Girl, and all the way back. We had the good time feeling from the song we were singing. It was so laid back. Yeah, you were in my hands, those 10 little seats laid all the way back. And that red little Chevy that I borrowed from my daddy was supposed to be on our way back, but you couldn't tell that. Oh, all the way back. Ooh, we were so laid back. Yeah, all the way back. Yeah, all the way back.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
In communities across Tennessee, we feel the effects of opioid addiction. We all know someone touched by addiction. People we see every day. A neighbor, a friend, a family member. Please know there is help and hope. Together we can rise above and make recovery a reality. Neighbors working together. Tennessee together. If you or someone you love needs help for addiction, help is available. Visit tntogether.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
Simple in real life.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Steve Bowers with you, along with
Cassandra Fuller.
And our very special guest from the foundation is Beth Kaufman. And Beth, how are you this day?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Doing well as far as we know, and it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
And appreciate taking time to be with us. Well, this is a very special day that's underway. If you're watching us on Tuesday, it's 731 or Give Back 731 Day. And we want to get that. How's it going so far, Beth?
To the side just a second to get you the most up-to-date total. So overall, the 45 organizations that are participating have earned $116,756.
Okay.
And then the foundation is a part of that. And we are about halfway to our goal of $125,000. So we're sitting at $63,660 so far. So it's been an exciting day.
Okay, so and it goes all the way until midnight if you're watching us live on Tuesday, of course. Now, you can continue to donate to this after today. Is that right?
That is correct. You can continue to donate for several days after this. This is just the big national push for Giving Tuesday now and Give Back 731.
Right.
Beth, for those people who don't know, what got this started? What brought this on?
So a lot of people have probably heard of the Tuesday after Thanksgiving each November, and the organizers of that wanted to do something more immediate in light of everything that's happening right now. Suffering, not just from donations lost, but then also just not being able.
Seems like we're having a little bit of trouble keeping track.
For Giving Tuesday now. They added now to the end of it. And as a collective group of area nonprofits, we wanted to participate along with about 50 other nonprofits to do give backs.
Yeah, Beth, we're losing some of the connection out there, but how were the organizations selected, or were they selected or just volunteered to participate? How was that done?
So we have been having weekly calls with the Jackson Area Nonprofit Network pretty much since COVID started here in our area. And it was Matt Marshall's idea, of course, the director, president of United Way, and all of the nonprofits that participate used to join, and it was just our way to kind of collectively get together and just through our partnership direct more people to this one site, so people can support their favorite nonprofit or they can support several nonprofits at the same time, which I've seen people doing today.
Okay.
And you said there were a total of how many? We were kind of breaking up a little bit. You said there were a total of how many nonprofits?
There's over 50, I believe.
Okay.
Beth, when you go to, it's giveback731.org, is that right?
That is correct.
Giveback731.org. When I go there, what happens? How do I designate the organization?
So when you go there, you can see all, scan through that list, and you just click on it. It's almost like buying something. It puts it in your cart.
Okay.
So if you want to go to different organizations, you could go to RIFA, you could go to the foundation, you could go to United Way. You could click on each of those, say how much you wanted to donate, and then when you check out, then you'll give to each of those organizations individually.
Okay. So I can specify the amount to each individual organization.
Absolutely.
Okay. So it's like a shopping cart, as you say, like
Yes.
shopping. Okay.
And no amount is too small, right?
No, we've had anywhere from a $5 donation. So Jackson Energy Authority and TV.
Okay.
All right, Beth, we're going to take a
So we're
break.
very thankful.
We still got some breakup in the audio coming from you. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back as we continue. This is a virtual edition of Six in the City, and Beth Kaufman will be with us when we come right back after this.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and EPlus broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Steve Bowers with you, along with
Cassandra Fuller
and our special guest, Beth Kaufman from the foundation. We're talking to her about Give Back 731 Day, which is underway live as we're doing this program on Tuesday, the 5th day of May. And but you can continue to be a donor. So whenever you're seeing this, you can still go to giveback731.org, giveback731.org. And Beth has described excellent progress. We've got well over 6 figures that's already been raised through this effort at midday, and it goes until midnight tonight. And the way you describe the shopping cart, you can click the organization you want to support, and then you go to the end and you can specify the amount, do a total, and it's done.
Absolutely. And you can pick multiple organizations and make one gift, but giving each organization different amounts or the same amount or however you want to divide it up, but just one time you have to check out. So that makes it pretty easy.
That's pretty easy because, like, if you have $100 to donate and you want to share the wealth with multiple nonprofit agencies, then you just click and hit shopping cart and you're done. And
Absolutely. Couldn't be easier.
that's right.
Yes, the foundation is one of the organizations that's raising money today, and the foundation will be doing what with the portion of money that it raises?
So we are splitting the money we raise between two funds, the COVID-19 Response Fund, which we started back in March, specifically to address the needs that have arisen out of this. And that fund makes grants to local nonprofits. So it goes directly to those organizations who are working on the front lines with people who've been affected by the coronavirus. And then the second fund is the West Tennessee Healthcare Fund, and that is to help the hospital system offset some costs that they've seen as a result of the coronavirus pandemic, and what we've seen is come out of that with loss of revenue and other changes that have had to be made.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the hospitals were in essence, well, they were encouraged to, ordered to curtail their selective elective surgeries and everything else to keep room available in case we had a surge of patients. We had that study from Vanderbilt that said we'd have 5,000 hospitalized people by this time of the year, and that turned out not to be, fortunately, as a result of the great response in this state, control of activity and behavior. So the hospital has suffered revenue loss, has furloughed over 1,000 employees, and so gradually bringing those folks back. So it's a worthwhile effort any way you want to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are our current numbers looking like as far as the hospital goes, as far as our COVID patient numbers?
I was thinking I saw, and this may not be 100% correct, but I was thinking when I saw the report that came out from the health department this morning that there were maybe 7 patients hospitalized here in Madison County, like 7 Madison County patients hospitalized.
And I think only 2, the last report I saw, only 2 of those were on ventilators. So it's very encouraging.
Yes, it's been very low.
Yeah, most people that are coming down with this virus, not in every case, obviously, because we've had, unfortunately, 1 fatality, but most people that are diagnosed and come down with this and are tested positive get over this without hospitalization so far. And so that's been encouraging.
Absolutely. And it's just been a very unique environment for everybody. Anybody you talk to, nobody could have predicted how this would play out, and just the way it's impacted our economy and so many different sectors of our economy. So we're hoping, we can do the little bit we can to help people in the community get back on their feet and get some needs met through this.
Well, we've been talking about it, Beth. We haven't had Dancing with the Stars or anything else, all these fundraising events that go on in communities all across West Tennessee. And we want people to know that the Give Back 731 Day, these organizations are coming literally from all across West Tennessee, from Hardin County, McNairy County, all the way into Dyer County and all over the region, connected not just to Jackson, Tennessee, but to work that's done specifically within those communities. So if you're from those communities or whatever, it's an ideal opportunity to give back specifically to your hometown.
Yes. And I think it's unique. And I just want people to know that they give specifically to the organization or organizations that they choose. And that money goes directly to those organizations. So this is not like one big collective pot where all the money gets split among the ones who are participating. You choose specifically who you want to support and how much you want to support them. It's really just about the convenience of having one site for people to be directed to, and then they can choose who they support. So it just makes it very convenient, and it shows, that we're working together as nonprofits in the community to meet the needs.
That's right. We need to go to giveback731.org and make our donations today. We can make them today until midnight, or even after a couple of days after today. We'll still be taking those donations. So.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being with us. Appreciate the work of the foundation in doing this, and to Matthew and all the folks at the United Way. Great to see y'all working together on a very, very important project.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
Well, thanks so very much.
Appreciate it.
We're going to be talking to these guys in our next segment and catching up with them and their careers, but we're delighted to have them with us on our second virtual Six in the City. We're back to Nashville, Tennessee with Colton Parker and Skyelor Anderson.
I remember counting down days till 18. No school, no rules, do anything. Start up a band, maybe start a bad habit. Take out a I remember way back when freedom was a car, wine was a gold, beer, cigarettes, a cool. Country was a cornfield, war was a card game. I was an airplane, you were my girl. Love was a mixtape. Ain't it funny how time kind of get its wings? 1 minute you're ready and the next break. My steer two hearts stinging like a sticker box. Romeo and Juliet of the parking lot. Every time I look at you, it's like I'm going right back to when freedom was a car, wine was a cold beer, cigarettes were cool. Country was a cornfield, war was a card game. I was an airplane, you were my girl. Love was a mixtape. Ooh, love was a mixtape. Every time I look at you, it's like I'm going way back to when freedom was a card, wine was a cold beer, cigarettes were cool. Country was a cornfield, war was a card game. I was an airplane, you were my girl. Love was a mixtape. Ooh, love was a mixtape. You were my girl and love was a mixtape. You were my girl and love was a mixtape. You were my girl and love was a mixtape.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be earthquake next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
The JEA app. With it, you may view the electric outage map, report electric outages, receive electric outage alerts, view your current account information in real time. You can even make a payment with one click. Name, account number, you're in. Convenient access with the free JEA app, keeping you connected with JEA today.
Hey guys, how are you today?
Good.
I'm here to talk about how with technology you can make amazing worlds. Come with me. My team and I bring the Halo world to life.
Is that you?
That is me. I wasn't a math genius and I knew nothing about coding. But you guys do. You guys have the power to change things.
I want your job.
I want you to have my job.
Welcome back to this virtual Six in the City. Steve Bowers with you, along with
Cassandra Fuller.
And our special guest in this segment, Skyelor Anderson and Colton Parker. They've been performing with us, and it's great to see you guys. It's been a while. We see Colton a little more often than we do Skyelor. Skyelor, where have you been the last few months?
I've been traveling a lot, actually. I come and visit Jackson every now and then. I just kind of lay low a little bit.
Well, there's some changes going on in your life because they said you're about to be a dad just a few weeks from now.
Yes, 5 weeks. Axel, Jack, Anderson, June 12th.
Okay. Well, you're already a dad. We just get to meet each other in a few weeks. So there
yeah.
That's it. Well, Colton, what's been going on with you?
Oh man, just enjoying the quarantine life, you know.
So you're one of those that appreciates the quarantine life, right?
Oh, I won't say I appreciate it. I'm getting a little bored. I'm kind of ready to hit the road again, you know what I mean?
If you're trying to write some material, it might be a good time to do it. Say, well, honey,
yeah,
I'd get out there and work. I'd get there and work if I could. It's illegal. I've got to stay home.
Yep, that's it.
The material you guys have been doing on the show today, who's the source of that? Who's the writer on this?
2 of them were Jonathan Singleton songs.
Yeah,
that he wrote, that he's putting out on his EP. All 3 of them are going to be on his new EP.
Yes.
Okay.
When's that
That'll be on
coming out?
the brand new EP that's coming up, and all the way back was a song that me, Jamie Davis, Colton, Trevor, Derek, and another guy wrote.
Yeah.
All the way back is the name of the EP. Hopefully it'll be out no later than June 1st or the first week of June. So
You have been
before
busy.
we get here, Colton and everybody, we put in a lot of time in this new EP, so we're excited about it. And it's been 2-3 years. So
Okay, wow. How many songs will be on the EP?
this will be a 5-song EP.
5 songs. Okay.
5 songs. 2 of them written by Jonathan Singleton, and 3 of them written by me, Colton, and a few other guys.
Okay.
Jamie Davis, of course.
First week of June.
First week of June. All right.
What would be the best way for us to get this?
All social media. This one we're going to push this one really hard. Spotify, iTunes. This is going to go on all types of platforms. We're pushing this one really hard. So
June's gonna be a big month for you.
June's going to be I'm excited about June. Yeah.
I bet so. Lots of good things to look forward to in June.
Yes. So it's been good.
These songs that you have written lately, or are these songs you've had that had been put together a few years ago, or where are we? Are we all writing together now?
4 of them we recorded 4 of them years ago.
And then one of them is recent. So from this
all the way back is fairly new, but we just this one took a little time because we wanted to make sure we had the right song. So this whole EP is about going basically back. Everything is about sitting in the driveway where I'm from, I would all the way back. Mixtape. It's basically just taking you back to the good old days. None of all this quarantine stuff is going on.
With all of this quarantine stuff, how has that changed everything? Because I know you guys are used to traveling and playing venues and playing to crowds. How has it changed for you guys?
It's a little boring. I mean, obviously financially for a lot of people it's been different too. I don't know your situation, but I got lucky. But I know I have a lot of friends here in Nashville that weren't as lucky as I am. That they weren't able to get some of the benefits from having a full-time employer.
Okay.
So, yeah, I know some guys that have literally dropped everything and moved home. Moved back home with their family.
It's sad.
It's sad. It's really it's crazy because a lot of people understand that musicians like us, this is what we do daily, every night. I was playing 5-6 shows a week, and for that to come to an end. It's crazy, but I'm blessed, with good friends and good people also. So we've been in good hands. No worries yet. I believe that the man upstairs is still in control. So
You are so right.
I understand that, and it may be in conjunction with this EP, that you're going to try to do a show in Jackson at the Tap. Is that coming up, or I know that would have to be tentatively scheduled?
Well, it's a live stream show.
This right here. Yeah, Thursday would be a live stream show that Colton Flanagan put together. It would be me, Colton Flanagan, Will Burton, and Brian Moffitt.
Okay.
Is that this Thursday of this week?
It'll be this Thursday, 6:30, and it's going to be live stream only on Facebook.
6:30. All right.
And we look forward to that. It's good to have you guys with us. We're going to take this break. We'll be right back, and we'll see these guys some more. Colton Parker and Skyelor Anderson with us on this 6 in the City.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
As we all take care and precautions, practicing social distancing with more time at home, we may find ourselves using more broadband too, relying on internet, television, and telephone services to stay connected to work, school, and family. JA is working hard to keep our customers, employees, and families safe while bringing vital services during this time. Keeping you connected to the essential broadband services Jackson's homes and businesses depend on is one thing you can count on at JEA today.
Leah, Did you put a new dent in that? This one? No. Were you texting and driving again? Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We want to thank all of our guests for being with us. And Cassandra, it's always an amazing thing. Doesn't matter virus or no virus, things go on in Jackson, Tennessee.
Yes, they do. They sure do. You can run, but you can't hide.
All right. And Give Back 731 Day continues. GiveBack731.org. But it is great to see everybody. I know some special things happening at JA. One thing that you had referenced earlier, it's Water Week this week.
That's right. It is National Drinking Water Week. The American Water Works Association has deemed this first week of May as Drinking Water Week. So we like to acknowledge those water professionals that work 24/7 behind the scenes, oftentimes, to make sure that our drinking water that comes from the tap is safe and reliable and great tasting.
It's life essential, and it's the one thing we take for granted. We keep food in the pantry. Very seldom do we store water. We assume that it's going to be there. Great water system that makes it happen.
Exactly right.
Joshua, that if you're out by the airport, there's a brand new, it's going to be the largest water tank in the JA operation. It'll be 2.5 million gallons. Water, they tell me, weighs about 8 pounds per gallon. So you can do the math.
Too much math for me.
Millions of pounds out there. It's an amazing structure. It's
uniquely built. It's not built like all of our other water
towers. It's a real great project. And congratulations to all those guys, and also to our RP3 winners, the Diamond RP3 with the electric system. We're going to get away. We're going to turn it over to these guys. It's been great to visit with you both, and continued best. Congratulations on the baby and being able to
wait for June.
Yeah, and survive in the music business. You'll hear them Thursday night live from the tap. But this is Skyelor Anderson and Colton Parker.
I see New York City skyline, seen the California sunset water through town, and I see sea out of rain, and Chicago's pretty cool, but lately all I want to do is come running back. Running back, it's come running back to you. Running back, oh, you're back. Georgia peaches, and pretty as the Carolina beaches. Every mountain top that I've blown through can't hold a candle to Tennessee's got you. I come running back to you, running back. I come running back to you, yeah. Running back. Oh, I come running back, getting right back, feeling that rain, everything to the Lord from on the highway, and red lights in between. Oh, I come running back. Oh, I come running back to you. I see Grand Canyon from an airplane, seen the stars over Texas drop top Mustang.